Well, tone at the top is critical. We also call it mood in the middle because a lot of people don't get to deal with the CEO. Their tone at the top is their manager. And if I use a local example, Brunt Pretorius, who used to be the marketing director at Toyota, he realized he's never going to become the CEO, so he resigned and took up a position as CEO of McCarthy Group, who was bankrupt. And he turned the group around, not without problems. I mean, he wrote a book called In the Driver's Seat. And he, unlike many autobiographies where people paint this glowing picture themselves, he said it was tough and he had to change his ways and become humble. And he talks about servant leadership. So what he talks about is high integrity leaders. He says a high integrity leader looks at values before profit. The exact opposite of what we're seeing here. They look at the long term over the short term and service over power. Many leaders just sit back and say, well, I'm the boss, you must serve me. And I'm fortunate that when I was at E&Y, I had a boss like that for the first 2 years. He's now in Canada. And he would come to us, each one of us individually, and say, how can I help you? I'm the boss, I've got power, what do you want me to do? Can I make a few phone calls and open doors for you? And I can give you one more example if we've got time. Okay. A guy by the name of Herbert Taylor. We go back to the 1930s in America, the Great Depression. And Club Aluminium makes pots and pans, not very exciting. And it's bankrupt because it's the Great Depression. So the bank asks him, will you just take over there because you're a good CEO at the Jewel Tea Company and just turn it around if you can? He says, sure. He went there and it was a struggle. He reduced his salary by 80% for the first 4 years. He cashed in his shares from the Jewel Tea Company to pay salaries for the first year or two. And eventually he got the company right. Can you see any CEOs doing that nowadays? You look at the executives that took over Steinhoff, that took over Tongaat Hewlett, taking 50, 60, 70 million rand salaries per year. How are they going to turn those companies around? Their hearts are not in it. And that's what Brunt Pretorius means when he says high integrity leaders. We need more of that.